Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News Weekend Edition.
Good evening, I'm Keaton Hall. Two churches in the region partnered with Walmart to give away bikes for free in Whitesburg today. WYMT's Chandler Wilcox details what inspired them to team up and what the giveaway means to the community.
It all started when they saw the devastation up close.
I took them for a tour of Letcher County, and something happened.
An idea sparked, and petals began to turn.
But when I saw how bad it was and the homes that were lost and the devastation, I couldn't just make that one trip.
Lovelace called up Walmarts across eastern Tennessee, and 11 stores each donated $500 worth of bikes to give away.
This is a real blessing to Letcher County for somebody to take the time and come in here and bring these kids stuff that they've lost. We could never be more blessed than what we are today.
Seeing energy that kids give off is something both pastors wanted to be a part of.
Them children smiling and them children laughing is, it's a great day.
Even getting a phrase that will stick with them forever.
The Lord gave me a little saying during all this that if a lot will do a little can do a lot.
And because of that little, kids in Letcher County went home with a free bike today and a jolt of happiness. In Whitesburg, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Both churches plan to continue finding ways to serve flood survivors. Well, folks in Lee County are now eligible for individual assistance from FEMA. Individual assistance can include temporary housing assistance, basic home repairs, and certain other uninsured disaster-related needs. Lee joins the 12 other eastern Kentucky counties that were already eligible for individual assistance. Lee County had previously been granted public assistance from FEMA. 2 more counties have been approved for public assistance. Local governments and certain nonprofit organizations in Casey and Harlan counties are now eligible for FEMA public assistance grants. These grants can go towards debris removal, emergency protective measures, and permanent work to repair public facilities that were damaged by the floods. Churches and other nonprofits may also be eligible for public assistance. A festival to bring Eastern Kentuckians together, Appalachian Roots, is hosting a flood relief event to support survivors. The event has been going on in Mountain Motor Speedway in Isom since this morning, and it includes bands along with resources helping flood victims. Board Chair of Hemp Hill Community Center, Gwen Johnson, says people need help quickly with the season's turning.
We've been able to help some, but it's not a drop in the bucket because winter's coming on and the wolf's going to be howling at the door, and we're a little bit worried.
The event will be ending at 9 p.m. tonight.
We are watching some showers and thunderstorms across the mountains into this Labor Day weekend, and a really soggy weather pattern is setting up shape. Here is a live look right now over at the London Corbin Airport. Some gloomy conditions, some cloudy skies, also a shower not too far away. Current temperature sitting at 77 over at the airport, feeling a little bit warmer because of that mugginess and those high dew points. Temperatures right now, upper 70s, lower 80s, 80 for Jackson and Pikeville, 77 for Somerset, 81 here in Hazard. And like I mentioned, those dew points, they are elevated, upper 60s, even some lower 70s. So very sticky and very muggy as you walk out the door this evening. We are tracking a few showers and storms, one over downtown London right now, over portions of Laurel County, also one over portions of Pike County as well. Some heavier downpours not too far away from downtown Pikeville, stretching into portions of Wayne, Logan, and Mingo counties in West Virginia as well. And more showers are possible into this evening and into tonight, and also into your Sunday and Monday. Some heavier rainfall is possible. I have those full details coming up in just a little bit. Keaton.
Thanks, Cameron. The first game day of the season, well, the first game is underway in Lexington. Kickoff was at 7 p.m. tonight at Kroger Field. Fans have been out tailgating most of the day, dodging those raindrops along the way, as Cameron was saying. UK tents have lined the streets, and the blue outfits, they didn't disappoint. Fans say they're excited to see the team play after a promising preseason ranking. Some families have been out here since early this morning, but the energy hasn't died down. One fan, Tyler Walker, says he has high hopes that his alma mater will come out on top.
This is a football school. I mean, that's a fact. So it's just that passion, you know, like you're allowed to dream. And this dream's coming to reality this year. SEC East champions will be in Atlanta. Book it.
We'll have more on the Wildcats matchup with Miami of Ohio coming up in sports. And while some people are celebrating the start of a new season, others are remembering. More than 50 years after the Marshall football team was tragically lost in a plane crash, many got their first look at a special dedication in their honor and also the team that followed. Every single person on the 1970 and 1971 Marshall football team has a seat in the Keith Albee Performing Arts Center with their name on it. For former head football coach Jack Lingle, he says this is something everyone from these teams deserves to be a part of.
Memories last you a lifetime. And that's what it means to me, just to be here, be surrounded by my former players, coaches, and the townspeople that have made a commitment to this team and a commitment to football and a commitment to Marshall University that will go on and on forever.
In total, there are more than 170 dedicated chairs for people from both of the teams. A new CDC-approved COVID booster is coming our way. Hundreds of thousands of updated doses are being delivered around the country. This comes as Eastern Kentucky largely remains in the high-risk red zone based on new cases and hospitalizations. Kennedy Hayes asked Norton Health doctors to break down what this booster can and can't do.
As cooler weather nears, more people head inside, and doctors expect COVID cases to rise.
There is a lot of concern that we will have an increase in COVID-19 cases in the winter. Just as we have surges of other respiratory viruses.
Just in time, the CDC approved a new bivalent booster. Bivalent meaning it protects you from the most contagious Omicron strains, BA4 and BA5. Dr. Bryant from Norton Children's says the biggest question people are asking, do I really need this?
I had my prior shots. I had my other boosters. Is it still important? And yes, because this booster offers different protection.
Dr. Bryant says you are eligible for the new booster if it's been at least 2 months since you completed your primary series or 2 months since your last booster. If you've recently been infected with COVID, wait 3 months until your antibodies wane. Anyone over age 12 can get Pfizer and BioNTech's shot. Moderna is for those 18 and older. The recommendations for children under 12 remain the same.
For kids 5 to 11, those who receive Pfizer are eligible for a booster. Those in that age group who get Moderna have not been recommended to receive a booster at this point.
Dr. Bryant added you can get your flu shot and bivalent booster at the same time. Norton expects to start giving out their shots at their vaccine clinics in early October.
A new medical study says too much blue light from gadgets could speed up the aging process. A review published in Frontiers in Aging suggests excessive exposure to blue light from everyday devices such as TVs, laptops, and phones may have detrimental effects on a wide range of cells in our body, from skin and fat cells to sensory neurons. Coming up at 6, we take a look at some ways to travel smart this holiday weekend.
And some showers and storms are likely on your Labor Day weekend, and some of those could be heavy. I have all those details coming up.